Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. I want to, first of all, start the show by saying, yes, I left telling you last week that I was going to make some changes, some renovations to Studio B here, and you would see the difference this morning. I should have probably proceeded with caution. I'll just say this, I'm fine, but yesterday, while doing some outdoor activities that I had planned, um, I had a little mishap, and I hope this is not an unusual show because I'm on an enormous amount of painkillers this morning. Prescription strength, easy, easy, easy. I haven't been out on the street getting my pain meds. So just saying that, if I wince every once in a while, if it looks like I'm in pain, it is, and it's pain also for America. I watched the 3rd of July from Mount Rushmore, which was amazing. Now, I'm the kind that I have Antonin Scalia on here because he's going to be into the new park, a statue of him into the new park. I'm trying to figure out what am I missing? What are you missing? Can you tell me out there what we are missing that is not unifying about America? What's not unifying about Trump's speech? Why do you consider it divisive? Okay. Regular, rational thinking people are not out tearing statues down. But you look at it's a level of disgust, and I don't want to come to you on January 6th in a negative way, but it is totally a level of disgust of what Democrats are embracing, okay, as progress. What Democrats and the media are spinning and telling you is much over needed change in America. What Democrats are saying is the transformation of America, while telling you that Black Lives Matter, knowing that there's no Black life that matters to Democrats or the media if there's zero political gain out of it. I'm just serious. Let me just show you something here, okay? And again, I'm not trying to be negative, but at the same time, we're in a war like no other. Now, give me number one, and there's a reason I'm starting here, okay? The Washington Redskins, okay? Washington Redskins. Give me number 7, the Cleveland Indians, all right? Now back to the Washington Redskins, number 1. Now, while they are discussing in the NFL paying reparations, the NFL, excuse me for this, the NFL and all of these major corporations are doing everything they can to purchase an insurance policy, much like Peter Strzok and Lisa Page with the FBI. They think if they do these things, they are getting insurance against the attacks, okay? Not going to happen. While you're looking at that helmet on the screen and why I would open with that, give me number 43. I want you to look at this picture. You see, he will not be in the NFL. He will not be concerned on what football helmet he wears if the opportunity ever and will never present itself now. He will never be concerned on the emblem on his uniform. He will never play on a Sunday or a Monday night football game with announcers from the booth refusing to say the word Redskin, just using Washington. You see, he will not be in the NFL draft. He will not have an opportunity at the Heisman Trophy. You see, he's dead. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. He's dead. Yeah. While he is dead, and the president, number 39, is letting you know from Mount Rushmore that this is going to stop, the media says social justice movement would demolish and transform Trump. Social justice movement would demolish and transform justice into an instrument of division and vengeance. You see, while he is trying to stop this, while he is trying to put an end to inner city violence, while he is trying to stop this right here, give me number 43 again. All right. President of the United States is trying to stop that for that young man. See, this is something I get so tired of the racism discussion, okay? Donald Trump is not a racist. My heart is broken this morning for the children that are experiencing this unnecessary violence in these left-leaning Democrat inner cities, okay? If you're new to the show, you will hear me so often say, why can't a little girl on a stoop in Chicago go out in Southside Chicago, all right? Why can't a little girl on a stoop in Chicago go out, read a book in America without the gun violence? Number 79. Now, you posted on the internet. I watched it. You posted on the internet, and I get it. You posted all of the disgusting things that the media said about our president at Mount Rushmore. Okay? We know Barack Hussein Obama went to Mount Rushmore. We know that whether he would tell the truth or not, he would hope that somebody would think we should carve his face and likeness into that mountain, okay? Chicago violence. Now, this is back in June, folks. This is not today, because I have today. Chicago violence. This is June 20th, 2020. Seems like just, 3 weeks ago? 104 shot, 14 fatally in deadly Father's Day weekend across the city. While this is going on in America, the presumptive nominee of the Democrat Party, Joe Biden, his biggest concern is that number 78. I know it takes a minute because they're 78. There it is. This 4th of July, one of the most patriotic things you can do is wear a mask. That's the most patriotic thing you can do is wear a mask. You see, if the little boy would have been wearing a mask, okay? Number 73. You see, for the Black Lives Matter domestic terrorist group and the media that's helping call it peaceful protest, this little girl cannot get the opportunity to be a black woman in America, maybe the next president of the United States. Can't get the opportunity. No political gain here, no capital. Okay, 6 children dead as gun violence holiday, Mars holiday nationwide. Okay. People are more concerned. I want to see a tweet from this piece of garbage. Okay. And the NFL to me is over. To me, the NFL is over. It just is. All right. I did not watch a single game last year, and I ended up watching the Super Bowl. I'm just going to tell you, I don't feel I'm going to even watch Super Bowl this year. It's over to me. I am tired of buying into these billionaires. Number 71. This is a black hero. This is a black hero. Black people have been dehumanized, brutalized, criminalized, terrorized by America for centuries and are expected to join your commemoration of independence while you enslaved our ancestors. Whew, we reject your celebration of white supremacy and look forward to the liberation for all. See, I wonder if any in the media will ask this piece of garbage, this SHI asterisk, if he will be contacting the family of this young man. You see, that was an NFL quarterback, number 43. Wonder when this organization that they call themselves Peaceful Protest, I wonder when this organization that wants to lie and tell you, along with the media's help and the Democrats' help, that they're trying to right the injustice of this country, the evil slave owners. Okay? Number 43, what's a slave owner in the 1776? We'll just give you 1776. If on July 4th, 1776, a slave owner, what do they have to do with this young man today in 2020? Huh? Look at the approved. Now I'm basically done, and unless you can totally turn things around, I am done with most professional sports all across the books. Okay, I think it's sad for the kids that are training and working hard today, but I do also think it's a perfect time in America for the new leagues to start up. The ones where just you and I, men and women alike, want to just watch football. We don't want to hear Chris Collinsworth tell us why he won't say Redskins. We don't want to hear any of the broadcasters tell us anything, okay? Other than he caught the ball and made a 22-yard gain for a first down. That's what we want to hear, okay? Not your opinion, period. Until you bring back until a new league forms, and I see Magic Johnson and Larry Bird kind of competition, and not whether they're going to paint the side of the court in Black Lives Matter. The NBA released. Where's LeBron James? You pieces of garbage out there. Where are you on this Democrat corrupt mess of these cities that are so deteriorated? And if you think that they're not coming for you, you are badly mistaken. Give me these are the approved. These are the approved. We're going to get to Mount Rushmore in a minute. Logos that can be on the back of an NBA jersey while they're playing. Number 9. Approved names on the back of NBA jerseys. Number 10. Approved slogans, not names, slogans. Justice now. liberation, see us, hear us, respect us, love us, listen to us, stand up, anti-racist. And the last, number 11, how many more? Those are the approved names on the back. Now, they want you to believe, and I, for one, do not. I want you to play me the video. I'll give it to you here, okay? I want you to play this video. And trust me, these people die. Once this happens, give me the video named Malcolm X. Let's play this one real quick.
I would say that just because a person is a Negro or a black American does not mean that he's going to struggle for Negro rights or for jobs for Negroes or anything else. I think that today you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has been betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
We may need to hold on to that one. Put that away. Malcolm X. All right. You can't find I tell you what. I tell you what. I got to play that again. I know you probably don't want to hear. I do. I want to hear it one more time. Subsidized by white liberals. Play it again.
I would say that just because a person is a Negro or a black American does not mean that he's going to struggle for Negro rights or for jobs for Negroes or anything else. I think that today you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
Subsidized, endorsed, sanctions by white liberals. You can't find a Negro out there, is what Malcolm X said. Just saying. You can't find one. Al Sharpton still exists. He is still alive and well on MSNBC. Here's the point. Okay, I'm going to take a brief break. This is why I started with this, because I think if you're I understand Mount Rushmore and what took place. We're going to go into that. I'm going to show you some beautiful pictures from that night. I hope you watched. But as I was reading, preparing for today, and I see the media trying to tear down our president, I see the media trying to get you to believe that Joe Biden is the answer to all of our problems after 46 years in office. And I see Colin Kaepernick, and I see him say he's going to restore America. What is the tweet that he put out? I mean, Joe, I just thought I would go through and read some of Joe's tweets. And let me get with this, okay? Hold on. Let's go through some of Joe's tweets. Now, I just showed you the Democrat violence. The Democrat violence. Now, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., you will be very concerned to find out, you would be upset to find out that this is still happening today. But there are a lot of Americans out there, black Americans, that have broke out of that. Joe Biden, the 4th of July, let's go 78. The 4th of July, one of the most patriotic things you can do is wear a mask. Number 77, this is Joe Biden. This is what he feels is important to America on 4th of July, not the fact that those kids are dead. Okay. I didn't find tweets from Joe Biden's campaign about those kids. Donald Trump wants to declare this health crisis over and unemployment solved, okay, so that he can get back to his campaign rallies. But he's wrong on both fronts. We need a president who will actually do the work needed to get us through these crises. What crisis, Joe? What crisis? Because let me tell you something out there. Coronavirus, you're just enjoying the mask. Okay? Some of you had a pet rock. Okay? We love fads in America. We go through fads. We love it. Okay? We just do. You order masks. You like them. You are accessorizing your mask with your outfit. You got your Trump 2020 mask. You got your favorite team mask. Okay? So that's the most patriotic thing you could do. Okay? What crisis, Joe? Because the pandemic? Because the rate of death from coronavirus is dramatically dropping. It's less than 1%. Is that the case, Joe? I don't know. Huh? Why is it's Houston that we hear about? Are we down there calling in the National Guard for thousands of new beds? Do we have pictures of thousands of people at the Javits Center in those beds? Huh, Joe? Maybe COVID is over. I know you just cringed. Wait a minute. We're setting record. No, I understand that. COVID in America is over to the American people. It's over. You're going to go to the beach. You're going to go to the grocery store. You're going to fly on a plane. You're getting ready to go out and do things. In America, I'm going to say for well over 50%, COVID is over. If you get it, you're willing to take the 3-day sick leave. You know, hey, boss, I'm sick. I got COVID. It's Monday. You know, I'll be done by Wednesday. You're ready to do that. I got people really freaking out there. This is not a crisis, folks. This is nowhere near. COVID-19, coronavirus, the pandemic, is nowhere near the crisis that is taking place in the inner cities of America that are run by radical left anarchists, the Black Lives Matter terrorist organization, and the Democrat Party. 76. Number 76. I got to get to my break, but I'm going to get through. I wanted to go to some of Joe Biden's tweets. We are a nation in pain, but we must not allow this pain to destroy us. We are a nation enraged, but we cannot allow our rage to consume us. Please stay safe. Please take care of each other. Was that about the kids getting killed, Joe? Was that about the kids getting killed? Huh? I didn't know. If we're a nation in pain, is that the pain we're in? Seeing our children? Do you know what we're doing to our kids by not sending them to school? What we are teaching them? Destroying our monuments? No, I'm not trying to uphold the Confederacy. I'm just saying we are making, it's a disaster, and Trump wants to try to save it. Let's go to number 75. Here's the one, right, Joe? Will you transform it for the kids? They always throw the little passes out. Okay, the little passes out to little here, Black Lives Matter here. Okay, just don't fight with us. We're going to beat Donald Trump, and when we do, we won't just rebuild the nation. We'll transform it. Why didn't you and Barack Hussein Obama transform this nation the 8 years you had the opportunity? Never forget this. I'm going to go to break. Never forget this. When Barack Hussein Obama took office, okay, and Joe Biden, They had 60 senators. Yes, they had a super majority because you have to have 60 senators to pass something. Super majority they had, okay? And at that time, Nancy Pelosi was the Speaker of the House. So in the House of Representatives, you have to have a simple majority. In the Senate, you have to have a super majority, which is 60. And then you have the presidency of the United States, the White House. Nothing. Every single thing you hear, immigration, injustice, racial injustice. Why, whether you liked it or not, Barack Obama could have called Nancy Pelosi and said, I want you to get chisels and I want those damn people chiseled off Mount Rushmore immediately. Done, sir. That's all that would have, it don't matter how mad you get, right? He could have had that done just like that. He could chisel it off, right? He could have solved every single thing that they think they want to solve today. Joe Biden, 47 years. Yes, he is the young, exciting, invigorating young man that's ready to come in and change it. Number 74, and let's take a quick break. Number 74, at Mount Rushmore and the White House, Trump updates American carnage message for 2020. What? I watched the whole thing. I didn't hear that. What's wrong? What am I missing? What are you missing? Trailing in the polls, lacking a booming economy and a positive message to campaign on, and leaning on culture wars. Culture wars. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done.
Find new roads.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, the President of the United States, look, I understand Maxwell is going to get before the judge Friday. Is that what it is? I'm not for sure. There's a lot of people nervous right now. In fact, the old boy over there in England, he's sweating bullets. Bill Clinton is, he's got every call into every Bill Clinton and Hillary have direct lines to suicide hotlines, not the same hotlines you and I would think of. Hillary got a little black book. What are you doing Thursday? What do you mean you can't? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. You're the fourth one I've called today. What are you doing? I know the joke going around, right? So we have a couple people. You've been sending me some emails that are really looking into Maxwell, what could happen here, what is going to go on, and who all is sweating from Bill Clinton to the rich and powerful across the world. As the understanding is, she will tell all. Maybe she won't. So I am going to make a claim here that I am doing more. Now, hear me out. I am doing more for the black community than Al Sharpton. I personally am doing more for the black community than Al Sharpton. Okay. And let me say this. All right. Remember, we started our show. This is the concern this morning. Okay. I get it. All right. You see, the thing is, you know, we believe in, say, peaceful protest. So all of us walk back our reactions, walk back. Many of you walk back your reactions, walk back what you have to say. Oh, but it's their peaceful protest. But that's not what's taking place in America, folks. You know, peaceful protest is not what's happening, okay? Now, somewhere in school, you know, they should have taught these young people that, you know, you go to your city council. Let me tell you something. You go peacefully with signs. I don't care what your subject is. I've seen it. You go peacefully with signs, okay, to your next county commission meeting, to your next city council meeting. You go to Atlanta and go into the hearings, okay, and you're peaceful and you line up and you sign up to tell people you want change. And then you go rally people to vote to make the change. You have my support in your efforts to do that. Not maybe in your cause. I would have to see what it is. If you don't want a Confederate monument in your city, go to your city and tell your city you don't want that. Go to the next city council meeting and tell them you don't want that. And get the people to put it on the agenda and vote to have them peacefully removed and restored somewhere else. Whatever. It's not a matter of winning and losing and whether I think we should remove monuments or not. But do it that way, okay? But to take a rope and tear them down like you're tearing down Joseph Stalin, really? No. It's not the same. So again, I want to finish my segment on BKP has done more for the black community in this country than Al Sharpton, okay? I know that's going to get me really in a lot of trouble. Here is this despicable mayor of Chicago. I do think we have to highlight this, okay? Anyone on the other side of this camera that says, I am boring you with this, sorry. You should get into my zone here with boring you, because you need to take these stories to your friends and say, are you serious? You really want us to believe that all of this is not a manipulated situation by the deep state corrupt media? All of this is not a manipulated situation by the Democrats? You need to wake up. All right. Number 29, 6 children dead as gun violence. Okay, that's 29. There's Mayor Lightfoot of Chicago. Looks a little bit like Beetlejuice, right? All right. Going to try to find a couple more here I want to look at before I will get into, okay. This woman, this is what's important to the news. I understand what gets ratings, okay. Number 35, Duckworth. What's important this morning across the media is who is the newest vice presidential possibility for Joe Biden. Who could be Joe Biden's running mate? Gets more airtime. Now, every week, somebody is a new contender. And this is Duckworth, right? She would be open to changing, taking down statues of George Washington. Now, how does Biden plan to leave? I want to stay on the how does Biden plan to win? By coming out and saying he's going to transform American inner cities and stop the violence, that he's going to make sure that your children are safe no matter where they live in America. This is America. You realize there's more kids getting gunned down in America. They always want to, these pieces of garbage like Joe Scarborough and Minka Brzezinski and MSNBC and all these pieces of garbage want to show our decline as a country among the rankings of the world. America is this low here, and we're proud to tell you. Or America is #1 at coronavirus. What about violent shootings, not gun violence, violent gang violence and shootings in the inner city that have just totally, I mean, here's Biden's attempt at how to win. Number 36, Biden mobilizes celebrities via Instagram. This is their plan. Hide the guy away. Don't say anything that'll agitate, irritate the radical left terrorist. Okay? Don't have any rallies where they could show up, and so can the news cameras. You see, they can't stand it. The news cameras show up at Mount Rushmore with 7,500 people there. That's what the governor, what's her name? I don't know her name. It's escaped me. But the governor of South Carolina, the governor of South Dakota, right? 7,500 people, she said. They have the video cameras there all over, but they can't find Trump supporters just being totally ignorant. I'm sorry. They can't have rallies. Democrats can't have rallies because Black Lives Matter will show up. Anarchists will show up. Bernie supporters will show up. It'll be a disaster. A Joe Biden rally will be a disaster. There'll be no unity. You find a Trump rally, regardless if you want to say, well, those are his hardcore supporters, okay? You find me a Trump rally that inside 6,800 people, you want to say, well, you know, Omaha wasn't packed. It's going to New Hampshire, by the way. Omaha wasn't packed. Okay. But I tell you what, if you want to call it 6,800 people, they were unified. You go out to Arizona, the mega church, 3,200, 3,800, whatever, full. Unified. Mount Rushmore, 75, the American way, right? Reestablishing the American way. You know, the American way, every time you say reestablish the American way and do what Donald Trump wants, the media says that he wants to drag us back in time. Not true, folks. Not true. If you watch all of your major sports, okay, you want to call it African American to be, you know, politically correct? Sure. Black professionals in sports, look at what's happened, okay? South American professionals in baseball, look at what's happened, okay? You know, I was going to say this the other day, but I knew it would freak people out. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say it today. Biden mobilized celebrities on Instagram. That's how he's going to win, okay? I just want to finish up. So, number 41. They want to keep telling you the president had a polarizing theme. Trump speaks at Mount Rushmore. See the packed, mostly mask-free crowd. That's the concern, whether you had a mask or not. Okay, do you realize we are debating? Let me get to this, okay? Because it's just getting to me right up to here with the bull SH asterisk asterisk. Number 43. Go do your own research, okay? They're going crazy on the networks, putting pressure on the governors, okay? Putting pressure on mayors. You must wear a mask. Go do your research of how many children are dying. Children are dying of COVID-19. Do it. Do the research. This kid's not going to die of COVID-19. He's dying of gunshot wounds. 6 kids die as gun violence. Now, I don't have this in front of me, and please excuse me because I told you I had something bad happen yesterday that has put me out of sorts today. Go look and see if 6 children, now this is just one weekend. This is one weekend, folks. Go look and see if 6 children across this country have died from COVID-19 in this kid's age group. Let's call 12. From birth to 14, how many have died in this country from COVID-19? From birth to 14. Huh? 6 with gun violence. You see, it's gun violence. Gang violence, right? Not gun violence. 6 children dead as gun violence. No, gang violence. See if 6 kids are dead because of COVID. And then you are sitting there with your tax money that goes to these schools, okay? You're sitting there with your tax money that goes to these schools, and you're debating on whether your children should go back to school. I just really have a heart for the kids, and I see what's happening in the inner cities, and I see how we're letting our kids, from abortion, killing black children, the list goes on. And 4th of July weekend right here, number 46. So I want to get a video up, all right? And I want to play this video. I'll find it here. Give me the one of father of 8-year-old killed near Atlanta. Give me that video. These are not being played. Give me the Natasha Lance video. If you have that one, if you could pull that one up. I know it's a Twitter video. If it's not giving you problems, let's play that one, please.
Black Lives Matter. You killed your own. Killed your own this time. Just because of barrier. They killed my baby because she crossed the barrier and made a U-turn. You killed a child. She ain't do nothing to nobody.
They didn't give us time to make a U-turn. They started shooting on my car before we could even make a U-turn. Shooting my tires out like, why?
But Black Lives Matter.
My baby was shot in her bed.
Killing your own.
Nobody there to help
You
me.
killed an 8-year-old child.
Nobody.
She ain't did nothing to now one of y'all. She just wanted to get home to see her cousin. That's all she wanted to do. She just wanted to get home.
You know what I noticed in their face? I noticed their concern about Stone Mountain. That's what I noticed. I noticed their concern about Stone Mountain. And I noticed that they're concerned that, you know, Robert E. Lee and Frederick Davis, is that who's on there, or whoever, and I forget who else, Stonewall Jackson, whatever. That's the concern I've seen in their face. You know, the concern I've seen in their face is that there's statues out there of Christopher Columbus. The real concern I saw in their face was that is the fact that there's 2 slave owners on Mount Rushmore. Did you not share and see that same concern in that couple's face? Why does Black Lives Matter only when there's political gain? Remember the 16-year-old that got killed? Okay. 16-year-old that got killed in Chop, Seattle. Let's put that video up. Father of teen shot and killed at Chop says Seattle mayor hasn't called him. Let's go back just a couple days on that one.
I still ain't heard from the mayor. Incredibly, Donald Trump called me. The President of the United States called me today and talked to me today.
What did he say?
He gave his condolences, and me, I'm not a political guy, so I'm not, but I told him, you know, I didn't know nobody like you. You know, I'm real. I said, nobody like you, but on this camera, I tell you right now, Donald Trump called me, and he didn't have to call me. He didn't have to do nothing.
Donald Trump called me. Mayor of Seattle didn't call me. I'm just real. I told the president, I don't know anybody likes you, man. How can you go wrong with that, right? But he called me. The president of the United States called me. The media wants to continue to lead you to believe that he doesn't care. But what he tells you in his speeches, he cares about every one of these kids in the inner city, and he knows they're a disaster. And remember when he said, what the hell do you have to lose? I'm going to get to Mount Rushmore in a minute. Let me go with this, because then, so the president gave an amazing speech. Give me the Twitter video. Now, this lady is not concerned. They're not concerned over there with the 6 kids. They're more concerned. Well, you just listen for yourself over at CNN. Give me the Twitter video from Benny. Is that his name?
Kicking off the Independence Day weekend, President Trump will be at Mount Rushmore, where he'll be standing in front of a monument of 2 slave owners and on land wrestled away from Native Americans, told that be focusing on the effort to, quote, tear down our country's history.
All right, Leila Santiago with that report. Thank you so much. On one hand, you have
kicking off the Independence.
2 slave owners and wrestled away. Land wrestled away in South Dakota. And Trump stood out there. We all know, I know that. I know what you're saying. Well, in 2008, Obama went out there and they gave a whole different, I got it. It's not 2008, okay? It's not. It's 2020. Sadly enough, the 4th of July, which many times past that, before that, we told you there was war, but the president said that he will not tolerate this anymore. And you remember when they made a lot of fun of the president on Sean Hannity's show and said he could not set the tone for his second administration? He set the tone this weekend. And my thought is American people are tired of this, okay? Because much like myself, I don't care if I got 10 viewers this morning or 10,000. If the next person up has 10,000 or 50, or the next person at noon has, 22 million viewers, I don't care. This is what has to get out. Right here is what has to get out. Black lives, that family, the father has to get out. Not Joe Biden. He didn't say Joe Biden called him. No. Okay. Let me have one more here. We've got to play. Give me the Twitter video from Tim Graham. Is that his name? This is MSNBC. We don't want to leave them out of the hateful group this weekend of America that's so concerned about the black children in Chicago. Play her video.
And so here we are, celebrating the birth of a nation, independence for white men, at a site described by one Native American activist as, quote, a symbol of white supremacy. Trump choosing Mount Rushmore for a 4th of July campaign stop is just like when he chose Tulsa, the site of the 1921 massacre against black Americans, for his Juneteenth weekend rally. It's that cruel, tired, and familiar jab to black, brown, and indigenous people that makes the shrinking MAGA voter feel as big as a 60-foot face of a colonizing slave owner. And so,
colonized 60-foot face of a colonizing slave owner. A MAGA supporter. That would be, wait a minute, I think I can find MAGA supporters that were looking up into a 60-foot face of a colonizing slave owner. Give me number 14. There they are. There they are, number 14, MAGA supporters looking up into the face of a 60-foot colonizing slave owner. Interesting. There they are. That's who they are. Now, folks, I want to do something real quick because I am going to switch over at 9 o'clock, and it's not being that I'm being pessimistic. I'm going to switch over at 9 o'clock to looking at the rally a little bit, just showing some pictures, how amazing. And but before I do, let's go to, I got a couple more videos I wanted to play. So let's go to the, is it 1984? And I said start at 3 minutes in. Is it the one where Reagan that I said start 3 minutes in? 3 something. I got start time on it. Is that it? Let's start that one if you don't mind.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mayor Schaefer, Commissioner Battaglia, members of the committee, and distinguished guests. I'm pleased to be here in Little Italy with you to honor a man who reminds all Americans that we must always strive for the best, to push to the limits and beyond. Americans of Italian descent have given a great deal to this country. Their contribution began 492 years ago when Christopher Columbus, the son of a Genoa weaver, set forth on a voyage of discovery that changed the world. The ideals which many successive Italian immigrants brought with them are at the very heart of America. I'm speaking of hard work, love of family, patriotism, and respect for God. Columbus challenged the unknown when he sailed westward in 1492. He was a man of vision who saw an opportunity, set down a plan, and then worked diligently to carry it forth. Contrary to what you may have heard in the last 24 hours, I do have a plan. I'd like to think that we're continuing on that initial course of discovery that he set for us so many years ago. We turned a vast wilderness, the most undeveloped land imaginable, into an economic dynamo because we encouraged individuals with dreams to make those dreams come alive. Looking out over the inner harbor, all that you've accomplished here in recent years, I know that's the kind of spirit that you have in Baltimore. You haven't been afraid to aim high, to chart a new course, and to change the future. You weren't satisfied to sit and wait.
Baltimore, aim high, challenge the future. That is October 8th, 1984. And obviously, the Italian immigrants that brought so much to this country, your life does not matter. No, it does not. Let's play the video. Now, remember, that was October 8th, 1984, the unveiling and dedication of the statue in Baltimore of Christopher Columbus. You are aiming high. Let's play the Lewis Krauss video. Is that it? Let's play that video. It froze up. Let's get it back in. I know what you got to do. Let's take it out and get it back in, because Italians, Italian Americans, you notice you never really hear them say Italian Americans, because they don't. I grew up in with a lot of Italian friends. We'll leave it at that. They never said Italian Americans. They were proud they said they were Italians. And they loved America. And I like that. They never said, African Americans. They said they're Italians. They're proud Italians. Came here to work, hard workers, and they're proud Americans. They fly the flag. They assimilated when they got to this country. Just don't care. You Italians out there, Is that loaded yet? Can we get that back in? I know you're working on getting that back in because I'd like to get that played before we take our next break.
Get him in the ambulance. Go get him, this nigga. I don't fucking like Christopher Columbus, do you? Do you?
Huh. Reagan put it up there, pulled the curtain down on it, and there stood Columbus, October 8th, 1984. And these anarchists, terrorists, that the Democrats support and keep calling peaceful protest, tore Columbus right down there. And actually, the next video shows them hurling him over into the harbor. Oh, by the way, the 6 kids dead. We're going to do a little more on that. But when we come back, how about the name changes in the professional sports? I'm through with them. I could care less if they play again, what slogans they put on their backs of their jerseys, these multimillionaires. Take us to break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done.
Find new roads.
Good morning. We're back. I'm your host, BKP. It's 9:12. Oh, excuse that. Didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. Now, while the media is calling Trump's speech at Mount Rushmore polarizing theme, dark, decisive, under the banner of social justice, a sharp contrast. Biden is a sharp contrast, message of hope and unity, while Trump was dark and decisive. Now, 7,500 people came out to South Dakota. They did not wear a mask. I, for one, the networks, I don't know what networks. I don't know if NBC, CBS, I do not know what networks carried it. Fox carried it, but I went to Fox News I went to Fox News Friday night. Was that the night? I went to Fox News Friday night, and they were going to carry it, but they switched away. They switched away from the speech to carry some other things because Trump was not there yet, and they didn't want to band what was the band? Who was the band? I like to hear them play the battle songs or the Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force. I like to hear all of them. I like to hear the National Guard band play. I like that. I like to see the flyover. So I switched to YouTube where it was live. And Neil Young, I hope Neil Young will remember, a Southern man don't need him around anyhow. Okay? Right? Neil Young, kiss my ****. Nobody knew Rockin' in the Free World was your song, you old coot. Every time there's a song played, somebody comes out, and if you say, you know, Neil Young said what's Trump to stop playing Rockin' in the Free World? Don't use that. So they were rocking in the free world. Now people know who Neil Young is, but we hope Neil Young will remember. A Southern man don't need him around. Well, they'll be pulling those tunes. They will be pulling those tunes left and right from the internet. They're scouring through YouTube now. They will find Merle Haggard singing, "I'm just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing." That will be over soon. But anyhow, getting into 7,500. I watch YouTube, okay? And the band is playing, and it was great, and the crowd, all right? And you could see the chopper, Marine Force One chopper going, Mount Rushmore. It was just great. I watched 30 minutes before it even came close. Now, I don't know if they aired this on Fox, but give me number 81. Let's give our shout outs today. Number 81. Wasn't she amazing? I mean, I never really watched too much Entertainment Tonight. Yes, I know who Mary Hart is. Never watched too much of it. Okay. I did not know she was from South Dakota. It just wasn't something. I did not know she was former Miss South Dakota. Didn't know any of this till the other night. She was amazing. Master of Ceremonies, Mary Hart, big shout out, came out, did an amazing job. Was just great. All patriotic. All patriotic. Then, after that, this lady here is absolutely amazing, okay? Give me number 18. This is the governor, right? And what is her name? Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem is the governor of South Dakota. Now, just for those out there that, you know, there's the circle of people that always are talking what if, okay? So yes, I read on the internet Tucker Carlson 2024. Okay, I got it. Remember there was a group that wanted Colin Powell? Woo, remember that? No, Tucker's no Colin Powell. Sorry, my sincere apology. So I understand that. I doubt Tucker Carlson's going to run for president in 2024, but there's a group spinning it around. Okay. And then there's Kanye. Kanye left the reservation again. How many times can you leave the reservation, Kanye, not Conway. Kanye West. Kanye West left the reservation once again, says he's running for president. You go. Have at it. So this lady here, for all of those that think, now this is the theory that's been spun to me. We'll use the kind word spun, sent my way, is that Pence would drop off the ticket, but would not leave the administration because he would now become the coronavirus czar and head of the coronavirus task force. And Trump would come out, this is just in talk, he would come out and say, hey, Pence is doing such a great job and it's so important. We're going to make him the head of coronavirus and we just can't afford to take him off that right now. And we're going to name, okay? I have cringed every time somebody says this to me. We're going to name, okay, Nikki Haley. I have cringed. Nikki Haley is a no in my book. Absolute no. All right. But anyhow, if there was a scenario where Trump dumps Pence, if that, I for one, I don't see that. This would be right here would be the ticket. Look at the two of them. Look at the two of them pictured together. Interesting, right? Just saying. All right. So that is Kristi Noem, the governor. Let's go through some pictures from that have spun the media's head off, and you know it, and I know it, and I love it, and you love it. Number 12, there's Mount Rushmore with the two colonizing 60-foot faces of slave owners along with Trump. Look at this. Wasn't this amazing? Number 13. Look at this. Wasn't that beautiful? How about those flags? You see those flags? And you see to the right and the left, those flags were rolling. Those are projectors or big screens or whatever you call it. Those were rolling when the American flags. But how about when the president was giving his speech and those flags, the real ones in the background, were wind whipped in the air, and it was like, wow, you can't beat this. God bless the USA. Look at this right here, number 14. 7,500 people made it to Mount Rushmore. Okay, 7,500. Give me number 15. Look at the backdrop of this right here. The most unifying speech, not divisive, unifying speech, okay? All the president said is Antifa in Baltimore, you're going to tear down statues. I'm not putting up with it. And what about the Heroes Park that he's going to do? Look at number 16. How about this picture with the choppers flying over? This spins their head off. People love their country. They do not want you to love this country. I'm serious. Democrats hate this country. They do. Number 17. Did you stay up, if you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast or Mountain Time or whatever, did you stay up close to midnight to watch the fire? I did. I watched those fireworks. I loved it, man. Only in America. 19. Did you enjoy the fireworks show? It was amazing. Give me number 20. Look at that. I mean, celebrating with fireworks, the colonizing slave owners. Look at this right here. Look at number 21. I mean, it's just, to me, I get chills. I love this country so much. And I want to give a shout out to Roosevelt. Now, I know what you're going to say, Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. My dad called him Roosevelt, okay? Now, Roosevelt there, you wouldn't have the national parks. You would not have the national parks, okay? This is amazing, number 22. Look at that. Look at this one, number 23. Look at number 24. The Blue Angels, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that doesn't give you chills, 25. Look at 25. Look at that crowd, 7,500 people. 26, no mask. There's a couple. There's one guy. I see the one guy to the left. Those people decided to go on their own there and do what they want. I told you when the show started, coronavirus is still a virus, but coronavirus is over in America. Americans are deciding for themselves. They're not waiting for anything else. Look at number 27, After Dark, Waiting Air. Here's an aerial shot. I want to show you the crowd because the media is not showing this morning. 7,500 people. Number 28. Now, on the 4th of July, the President of the United States, National Garden of American Heroes, okay? So give me number 31. On the 4th of July, he announced a national, and that's why I have Antonin Scalia up here. He announced of American Heroes, okay? Number 32. Historians question Trump's choice of heroes for National Garden monument. Evangelical leader Billy Graham. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Let's see. Supreme Court, Antonin Scalia. I know, stop singing. Number 33, executive order on building and renaming monuments. Executive order of building and rebuilding monuments to American heroes. Okay. Number 34, Trump wants a park for statues of American heroes. Just how would that work? That's what we want. And then I want to give you here it is. Now, I don't want to go into the negative of what the media did with all this. I want to show you all the positive and all the things of joy. And then we'll take the last hour to, I don't want to say go negative again, but to show you the media, what's important, not these young kids that are killed. And Biden's big concern is you don't have a mask on. We'll go over that. Hold on. I had something else I want to show you. Well, here's number 72. Here's Noam, the governor of North Dakota. What a lovely lady. Strong conservative. Not in my house. You come. I want to see Antifa take off from Mount Rushmore. I want to see that, right? I have the whole list here that we will show here in just a moment. Here's the executive order number 80. You can go to whitehouse.gov and you can get the executive order on building and rebuilding monuments to American heroes. Okay. I thought I had the entire list. I might find it here later. That might be it. I would like to see, okay, I'm going to take a break. When I come back, we're going to roll through the pictures because we got a couple more things to do here. But in the heroes' monuments, This is my pick, number 2. Tell me who that is. Okay. Where's number 2? Is that number 2? There's number 2. That's my hero for the monuments. Who is that? Happens to be wearing a Washington Redskins uniform, and his number is 9. Tell me who that is. We'll wrap up the show because we got a lot of good stuff to finish up on before we go today. Take us to break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Who left the Green Bay Packers? I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Who left the Green Bay Packers and went to the Washington Redskins? Who was that? That would happen to be Vince Lombardi. Let me tell you something. Okay, so they're number one. They want to change the Washington Redskins helmet, name, everything. They want Redskins off of it, okay? Nike has pulled all Redskins jerseys, everything. If it's a Redskin, it's off their website. Nike is. They've pulled it off. They want to change the Redskins. Okay. Number two. It's not only that I want to show you number 9, Sonny Jurgensen. Now, I know there's some of you out there who have no idea who these people are. I get it, okay? But let me just say this. This is when there's not an empty seat in the house. This is when TV viewership is rising rapidly. And people are turning on the NFL more. I mean, this is a growth rate that's so enormous because people are enjoying watching this game. This game. Nothing else. Nothing else. What I do like is the fact, look at the block 76 is putting on. This is old school Philadelphia Eagles. Sonny Jurgensen. Here's number 17, number 3. Do you know who this is? Do you know who this is? Billy Kilmer. Remember Billy Kilmer, the Washington Redskins? Look at that. Redskins. Washington Redskins played in Miami. Look at the block again over here. It's not a photo. Who is number 7 here? Number 4. Give me number 4, not number 7. Number 4. Joe Theismann, right? Right? Who's the coach there? Is that Allen? Right? Number 5. Redskins, number 5. I just thought I'd do a little Redskins. Now, they want to change the Cleveland Indians, number 6. Val Cohn, right? He is the jackass manager. He was with Boston, right? Did he get caught cheating or something? What did Val Cohn do? He's a piece of garbage anyhow. I mean, I understand. I call anybody that's with Boston a piece of garbage, but at the same time, they want to change the Indians, Cleveland Indians. Number 7, there's the old Indian. Now, if they change the Cleveland Indians, will they take this movie off? There's times when you think I'm being so silly, but what movies, what clips will they take out? How will they edit some movies? What will they do? I mean, it has to be next, right? I mean, number 8. What will Wild Thing do if they change? Will they change that patch? Just saying. Just saying. All right. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right. Now let's go through some of the headlines that I pulled up, and I might find some pictures here. Atlanta mayor says enough is enough after girl fatally shot near scene of Rayshard Brooks' death. Now we have to understand, I played the video earlier, okay? Atlanta Mayor Keyshawn Lance Brooks is calling for change to fight the enemy within. That would be you. That would be you. Take that down. That does not apply to what I am saying. I understand I didn't tell you to take it down, but get the damn baseball pick off there. Let's see where I have here. Give me number 73. I think this would be the picture of the little girl, right? 73. And here is, 8-year-old girl was fatally shot. The enemy within. Folks, the enemy within are the Democrats. The enemy within is Antifa. The enemy within is Black Lives Matter. The enemy within is Al Sharpton. The enemy within is the control of these cities by Democrats. You know, we've watched some Malcolm X. We've watched a little bit of everything, okay? This happened right at Rayshon Brooks's, where that Wendy's is. Later Sunday night, the Atlanta Police Department said another man was killed and two other victims were injured during an exchange of gunfire just 2 doors down from the scene of Brooks' death. 2 more killed. The enemy within, okay? Why don't you come out and tell us who the true enemy within is, okay? Let's go to the Chicago Sun-Times. And give me this one here. Okay. Chicago Sun-Times. And hold on, I'm going to get this here. This is 4th of July weekend in Chicago. Give me number 68. Two kids slain among 79 shot in July 4th weekend gun violence. No, it's not gun violence, damn it. 3rd weekend straight of children dying. 3 weekends in a row, and they have to write gun violence, okay? All right. Wallace, a 7-year-old described as an angel, was gunned down Saturday evening. $2,000 reward. That's what she's worth. The Black Lives Matter. $2,000 reward offered Sunday for info in her killing. Why don't somebody like that piece of SH asterisk asterisk Al Sharpton give all the money that he was paid to be at George Floyd's funeral out in Minneapolis? Why don't he give all that money and say, I'm going to put that up to help find the killer of this little girl. This is what's important in America, huh? No, just doesn't seem like he did that. All right, what number do I have there? Hold on. So that was 68. 69 should be the young lady. Here she is, number 69. Beautiful young girl. Dead. Michelle Obama, let me just say, she cannot be, okay, she cannot be the next president. Number 70, right? Number 70. As of 5 a.m. Monday, 79 people were shot, 15 of them fatally, including 2 children shot dead Saturday night. 9 other gunshot victims were minors. 9 other minors. 10 children under 18 have died in Chicago in gun violence since June 20th, according to Chicago Sun-Times. Now, take that last sentence, all right? And let me ask you a question, okay? I'm trying not to get mad. All you continue to hear by the lying media, they are lying, no good pieces of garbage. I give you so much in the course of a day that you could prove to people, okay? Now, I told you this earlier in the show, and this is the sentence you could take away. 10 children under 18 have died. Period. Died. In Chicago, but let's stop have died. What is the answer? A, B, or C? Of coronavirus? COVID-19 in Chicago? A. Coronavirus, COVID-19 nationwide? B. Gunshot violence? Wait a minute, not gunshot. Drug dealer violence, crime, gangs. 10 children under 18 died of gang violence in Chicago since June 20th. 10 children hospitalized with COVID-19 nationally since June 10th. Guess what? If you watch the media, I'll fly some pictures by you. If you watch the media all day long and listen to what they say all day long, because your ass went to the beach and got a beach ball, and because you went without a mask to a Trump rally, and because you did this, that, and the other thing, we're all in danger. And my God, now we have a setback, and we'll have to send these little kids, our little darlings, to school with a mask on. Or can we have school? No, it's more important that we can watch the NFL without the damn Redskins. That was Trump's whole damn speech. I mean, I wish Trump would have said right in 2 or 3 spots there, what the hell is wrong with us? Right? Here's what you got to lose. Trump said in his last election, campaigning, what do you have to lose? Here's what you have to lose. This is Chicago alone. This don't count Atlanta. This don't count Detroit. This don't count Gary, Indiana. No LA. New York City, look them all up. They want you to believe that coronavirus, COVID-19, is the end all of this world, and we must collapse this economy. Who is hurting worse by a collapsed economy, right? African American, black males are losing their job rapidly in Trump's economy. What the hell? Right? Look at the statistics they want to show you. Who is being affected the most by COVID-19? The African American community. Look at all the things they try to shove down your throat watching TV, which is nothing but bull crap. When 10 children, leave it up there, under 18 have died in Chicago gun violence since June 20th. Just 18. See how many cases of coronavirus in children from birth to 18. See how many hospitalized from coronavirus. Then go one more. Go the ultimate, because this said died. 10 children died. See how many kids from birth to 18 died of COVID-19. It's not out there, folks. It's not out there. And we either get to the ballot box and change this garbage and put a stop to Antifa, put a stop to these terrorist groups. Black Lives Matter. I played you the video today. The guy said his daughter's dead. You know, and then Keisha Lance Bottoms can only say the enemy from within. All right. Let me continue through some pics here that I had pulled up. Hold on, I got the... Here's what's important to the Biden campaign. Let me run through this. I already showed you this once. Number 36. Biden mobilizes celebrities, okay? Number 37, this is the scare of the morning. 6 a.m. first thing, 5 a.m. Number 37, coronavirus in the U.S. as of July 6th. Cases, 2 million. Deaths, 130. Go look at the 130,917 deaths in this country from coronavirus, COVID-19, that they claim happened, and see how many deaths are in the age of birth to 18 out of 130,000. Your odds from birth to 18, whether you like it or not, your damn odds from birth to 18 years old, okay, of getting coronavirus and dying, you have better odds of getting hit by a stray bullet in Chicago at that age and getting killed, whether you like it or not. Number 38, DeSantis won't take responsibility for riding city's low death rate. They don't want to talk about the death rate going down. They don't want to talk about Americans are going out. They might be getting it. They found out they live. Americans are finding out they live. There's a post-COVID life. Number 31. This is what the bylines. I'm going to show you some of the bylines in the media about Trump. Number 40, Trump denounces left-wing cultural revolution. Okay. Number 42, Trump updates American carnage message for 2020. Okay. They say he's taking his 2016 and moving it over. Let me show you this kid once again. No, I don't want to do that right now. Okay, I don't want to do that one right now. 45. Okay, this is what's important to the media. Trump falsely claims 99% of virus cases are harmless. Let me say something. To you damn sorry-ass white people sitting at home, posting on Facebook, your picture in a friggin' frame that Facebook puts out, stay home, save lives, with your ass with a mask on it. I am glad that you do that on social media and you put out there, stay home, save lives, and you've got a picture of you wearing a mask. Because I'm going to tell you what, that will definitely be what prevents these young kids from getting killed in the inner cities from the enemy within, as Keisha Lance Bottom, mayor of Atlanta, says. Yes, the enemy within. We know who that is. That's the Democrat. That's the Democrat Party, period, that's created these. So Trump falsely claims, all right? Guess what? Number 47, Trump plans, 47, Trump campaign plans next rally in New Hampshire, okay? Now, when they said that Trump plans to go to New Hampshire, he's got to be outside. He's got to be in an airplane hangar, but most of the people will be under the hangar. Dire. This is some of the words that are getting floated around. Number 48, dire. Dire new warnings as cases spike after muted holiday. Here's what's going on. Number 49, you damn Americans. Do you not know it's a dire situation out there? It's dire. Look at that. Clearwater, Florida. Orange Beach, Alabama. Orange City, Maryland. Ocean City, Maryland. Ocean City, Maryland. They couldn't live in, here they go, Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. These damn people, look at this, number 15, dire warning. They're not learning a damn lesson. Now, this is the one I love. This is my favorite one of the day, maybe. Number 51, Diamond Lake, Michigan. State struggle to keep upper hand on pandemic. These damn people don't care. I told you, it's over. It's over. But there's still a virus out there. People are getting it. It's a record. Yes, but it's over for the American people. The American people have made a decision if they were going to sit inside. The American people have made a decision whether they're going to sit inside and go on Facebook and stay safe and put up a picture of them wearing a mask with the frame saying, stay home, save lives. Good for you. These people right here say, number 51, I'm going to the beach and I'll give it. I'm just saying. Number 52, Cleveland Indians manager favors changing nickname. All right, so I haven't touched on this. I want to read some more. Yesterday did not turn out to be the day. Saturday turned out to be a great day. Friday, we did a show here. We didn't do it on location because a lot of people on vacation. 4th of July, but yesterday did not turn out to be the day I anticipated it would be. That's why I don't know if I can get out of this chair when the show is over and making my way out of Studio B. But give me number 53. I got 9 minutes. We're looking at this. I'm reading articles on this. I'm cautious on going too fast. I know some of you out there are doing a lot of research. I'm excited to hear what you come up with and reading some things here. Here's all I know. Well, it's not all I know. All is a big word. And I said it there. Here's some things I'm interested in here. Jeffrey Epstein Southern District of New York could not keep him safe. Okay? In federal prison, Southern District of New York could not keep him safe. He killed himself. At least that's what the media says. All right, so the Clintons, I don't know if they snuck in the cover of darkness. Okay, that's the joke, right? But Epstein's dead under the watchful eye of who? The Southern District of New York. So then this lady here disappears. And we are told she's in Paris, okay? So the former, my opinion is, the former head of the Southern District Federal Court, attorney of the Southern District of New York, which probably knows everything about how Epstein died, also knows that enough time has been given to, is it Andrew over there across the pond, a couple people, to try to, get their passports in order, whatever. And they find her in New Hampshire. Oh, by the way, the head of the Southern District of New York, which all of this is taking place under, that told us she was in Paris, was fired 2 weeks ago. The media is not talking about that so much, right? That's not being brought up. Did you hear Barr has to go today because of the firing of the Southern? It's political. Media staying away from that one right now. They've ratcheted that one back a couple notches because people are putting two and two together. They found this lady in New Hampshire and she's got a book. Here's number 54. Prosecutors seek Friday court appearance for Epstein's friend. The media made it look like the darkest speech ever given by Trump, and that Biden came out of his hole just long enough to see the sunshine and share it with you. Number 55, the contrast. Well, I can see the contrast between the two. This painting over here and this painting over here. Number 55, the contrast between Biden and Trump in the July 4th message. Now, here are some of Biden's comments in the message, number 56. Trump erodes America's foundation. I have to say, for somebody that destroyed America as much as the media tries to make it sound as though Trump is the originator, he is the architect of destructing this country, I got to give the guy credit. He is good at everything because he did that in about 3 years. Now, Biden got 47 years in the corruption mode, but Trump rolled in 3 years, just crushed everything. You got to give it to Trump. Even 3 years is all it took him to just everything. Obama had 8, couldn't get it done. Trump come in, bam, crushed the foundation. This 4th of July, I pledge to rebuild it. He does. November election will decide whether we will leave the house of democracy built by generations of architects and activists to decay, or whether we will come together as one nation and build it stronger and higher than it has ever been before. So is Biden getting ready to come out and encourage all Democrats to, let's see, we have to, I don't have time to go over them all, but is he going to come out, Biden going to come out and encourage Democrats to, come clean on their heritage, on their past, on who they really are, the KKK, are they? I doubt it. Number 60, I've only got 4 minutes. On the country's birthday, Biden offers hopeful counterpoint. There's the Washington Post, hopeful counterpoint. Number 61, Trump erodes America's foundation. This 4th of July, I pledge to rebuild it, by Joe Biden, presumptive Democrat nominee. Remember, I understand why they're writing presumptive, but just remember that. He's the presumptive Democratic nominee, okay? Trump is just going to the playbook, number 62. He never said anything negative that night. Never. Just said we're not going to put up with it anymore. Trump's push to amplify racism unnerves Republicans who have long enabled him. It's the 2016 campaign all over again. when we had the Muslim ban, the wall, and just add Confederate statues, the outside advisors say. Just throw now he's back to his old tricks. I did not get this. Number 63, Trump's push to amplify racism. Did you get that? Racism? Number 64, the New York Times. At Mount Rushmore and the White House, Trump updates American carnage, the message for 2020. Number 67, this is Stone Mountain. Douglas, Jackson, and Lee. Oh, yeah. They want that off there. Let's see if there's anything I haven't done yet. Here's the headlines from the New York Times. Number 74. Trailing in the polls, lacking a booming economy or a positive message on to campaign on, and leaning on culture war. Culture war, leaning on the culture war. A couple things. As Black America is crying for help because the exposure of the inner cities is actually coming. It's sad, but we have to have these exposures. The American people are seeing through this, okay? Number 75, do you think African Americans in the inner city are waiting for Joe Biden? We are going to beat Donald Trump, and when we do, we won't just rebuild the nation, we'll transform it. I'll show you something else here in a minute. We'll transform it. Okay? And here's the most patriotic thing you can do. Number 78. Number 78, this 4th of July, one of the most patriotic things you can do is wear a mask. Well, let me tell you something. America, number 13, these two people love this country, love it. He loves Americans, number 13 here. He loves America. He loves each and every one, united, not divided. And he has people working every day in the inner cities trying to get you out of the enemy get you out from under the enemy from within. So let me say, there's two things this morning I leave with that's just taken my passion and has just taken over my total emotional day. I have to say it like that. Is I have it up here. Hold on. I had it here just a second ago. I want to show these two things before I leave. Number 73. And before you go thinking all day long, Colin Kaepernick, NFL, all the important things of hurting somebody's feelings, remember this guy can never be an NFL quarterback. And guess what? I bet he would love to have his life back. Number 43. This young man could never be an NFL quarterback. And I bet he would like to have his life back. And if so, get drafted to the Washington Redskins. That's what I think. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Got a lot going on. And got some debate information for tomorrow, but we'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Take us out of here.